Berto strolled into town in a VW bus, I think it was, with Daryl Youngman, Jerry, and I think it was Paul. And they swept into White Rock. Cool guys from Saskatoon, hoping to become rock stars, essentially. Geez, he must have come to Vancouver in around 1990, and that, or maybe it was 89, and that's where he met, or maybe not met, but teamed up with Nick and Keith. They'd all lived in a house together, so it was a total incubator of awesome music. Jack Feels Fine was a super awesome, sort of seminal, hate to say it, Bert, alt-rock kind of Vancouver band. But no, not alt-rock, but definitely an awesome band, doing stuff that other people weren't doing. Kind of fusing, you know, really cool sort of bluesy rock with punk rock, really, and also some other styles. So they were an awesome band.
Yeah, it's like always like I guess I think of Bert as like a really original drummer, and you know, like I recorded Jack Feels Fine, pretty much most of their demos and all the whole album that you guys only put out one, didn't you?
Yeah. Well, then you mixed down Fork Tongue too.
I did Fork Tongue too with Bert. So I worked a lot with Bert in the studio. I always thought he was a really original sounding drummer. You know, like really unique, had his own style. That's why Jack Feels Fine was always. All of them were like that, sort of in other than Nick. Even Nick was kind of original in his own way, but
oh yeah.
But yeah, I always said he should just get a wrench to play his acoustic guitar.
I mean, when you play that long in a town with the same guy, you run into those trials and tribulations, and we definitely had our fill of that. But when all was said and done, we all got great experience playing together, and you know, it's like having girlfriends.
I was just saying with Bert, when he played in my band, he transformed the band from, you know, just a pop band to a power pop band. As he does, he has such an energy in him. He just, I don't know, when I was playing guitar and if I wasn't feeling that good or if I wasn't enjoying it, I would just turn around on stage, look at Bert, watch him just giving it, not caring that, you know, you could tell that he wasn't happy with it either, but he's just like, oh, we're fucking rocking it, we're gonna rock it. And so I would be like, oh fuck, what am I doing? Just start playing harder again, and just going.
I'm so bad, baby, I don't care.
Here's crashing shit outside, out the hallway. So I step out to the hallway and I look down there, and here's Bert. He's got this old, it's a floor heater, about that high, that's square, or a 4-fan, and it's metal around it. And he's after beating the shit out of it. And I look down the hallway and he's got it so that the metal is stretched out. He slammed it into the ground. He's wearing a gas mask. I just fucking pounded the shit out of him. I'm looking down the hallway going, what the fuck? He lifts up his head, lifts up the mask after he's done like this, and his eyes are about that fucking big, and there's sweat pouring off his face. And I went, fucking awesome, dude.
I'm so bad, baby, I don't care.
We're called the Liars. No one knows us, and no one ever will. All right, then.
Rehearsals were great.
Yeah,
the show was horrible.
I know the show.
I wanted nothing to do with it.
The rehearsals are awesome. But then we went and did the show, and I think Bert went and did like, I think he told me, he described to me exactly what he did prior to the show. So I think he even said to me, dude, I've just had like 2 pitchers of beer and 3 lines of coke. And I was like, I don't know what else. He's like, let's go. I was like, dude, I'm so fucking ripped right now.
And all I remember is looking over at you when we were doing your songs, and you're like, you're so pissed off. You couldn't believe how pissed off you were.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
The greatest moment, not the greatest moment, but the funniest story I have about Bert Kennedy is when we rehearsed at the storage room, and Bert would have to go around to every room and say, okay, get the hell out, like, you know, to do the lockup. And so this one night where we stayed late, I don't know, it was like 3:30, 4 in the morning, and then so we're walking around. I went with Bert, and we're doing the kick out, and he's drunk, and he's angry, and I'm drunk, and I'm tired, and so we get to this final room, and the guy that ran the room was in a band called Organized Rhyme, a rap band from like the late 80s, and so
Not to be confused with Rhymes with Orange.
Organized Rhyme. And so, you know, like Bert bangs on the door, and the guy answers the door, and Bert says, okay, get the fuck out, you know, like time to go. And Tom Green was in Organized Rhyme in the late 80s, and so the guy says to Bert, yeah, but Bert, like Tom Green is here. And then Bert goes, I don't give a flying fuck if Tom Jones is here. Get the fuck out! And I fucking laughed my ass off. Tom Green was laughing his ass off. And we walked all the way to the front door and waited for everyone.
And Bert introduces us to this term, Hollywood beers. I was like, what's a Hollywood beer, Bert? And he goes, yeah, it's one of those beers when you get to this point where you've had so many beers, you're just walking around holding the beer in your hand. You're not really drinking it, you're just holding it. That's a Hollywood beer. I said, okay. Cool.
On behalf of the Liars, I'm sorry that you're subjected to Bert's tirades.
Hook me up with one
He's
of
had
those
a bad
beers.
day. What can I tell you? It's true. No, he's not wrong.
That's
I'm
right.
just saying I'm sorry.
I'm starting up a website, man. You guys, like, I already got like 10 million hits on the first day. It's called www.motherfuckersarepissingmeoff.com. It's just like, everybody.
Write that down. He's gonna do it. www.motherfuckersarepissingmeoff.com.
That's where you
It's a
should
rant
send your naked pictures of yourself and your girlfriend in particular. She's 17. And, oh, did I say that because that's wrong? Bird, never do that.
That's a violation of your parole, you son of a bitch.
Never.
Because you always had like broke guitars and amps and
Yeah,
something that would always go wrong, or that one telly you had that could never be in tune, and then Bert would just go off, he'd just pull the mic down, and you'd be like, here we go.
Yeah.
And it was actually, I didn't want you guys to start again, because Bert would be like talking about like losing his virginity on a dirt floor in Chile to a gold tooth. You're like, what the hell is this guy talking about? And you'd be like strumming your guitar, like, let's go, Bert. And he'd go on for like another 10 minutes. And people were buckled over screaming with laughter.
More entertaining than the actual band.
Than the actual band.
Yeah, which
kind
is
of was.
really sad.
We're just experiencing a little bit of technical difficulties, so if anyone would care to comment on today's political climate or the Olympics or...
It's like this. Here's Hollywood, man. 60 million bucks.
I was waiting for Bert to kick in there.
Oh, sorry. All we got was a piece of crap that nobody liked. But here, have another kick at the can. Maybe another 20 million bucks. I'll swing the deal for you. That's right. 80 million bucks is what I need. Can I get some more quartered cucumber sandwiches with the crust cut off? Please, pronto, on the double. Hey, this isn't San Pellegrino. I need some fucking Italian bottled water here. Like, PDQ, mister! I hate Hollywood. If anyone here is even remotely connected with Hollywood, understand right now that I understand why you're sucking off their tit, but I fucking hate Hollywood with every fiber of my being. Fucking hate Hollywood!
Or is the only guy I know that can actually get up and say something like, yeah, so my mom was diagnosed with cancer and stripped to his fucking underneath of all things, and then dump fake blood on himself and go, "You're all whores!"
I know it's illegal, but if anybody has marijuana and they want to smoke it with me after the show, feel free.
Bert shows up, right? And so I'm outside having a cigarette, and I'm like, "Hey, Bert, how's it going?" He's like, "Man, it was awesome. I was just at Joe Forte's picking off people's plates. Eating away. I got away with so much fucking food." And he wore a kilt. And he skateboarded all the way from Joe Forte's to the Anza Club with nothing underneath.
But he rolls down to the Anza Club, lifting his kilt. He rolls by with his cock hanging out. And these two girls were getting into a cab. They just started screaming at the top of their lungs.
This guy gets on stage, and he keeps pushing everything back, and then Bert gets up on stage because he's going to do Motor Away. And so he starts singing, and so this guy keeps going.
Oh, no, it was a fist fight that first happened at the bar, and for some reason it ended up on stage.
But Bert is singing, and he's singing
Bad
Motor
choice
Away.
to get up on stage.
I know, and so this guy keeps pushing us back, and I'm like, fucking totally struggling to
all my drums
play.
are getting knocked out.
Yeah. And so then Bert's like, "What are you doing, man?" And the guy's like, "Get out of my way." And then Bert's like, "Really?" Headbutts him.
No, and then drags him out of the club.
Yeah,
while the song's
and
going
takes him out to the street. So I mean, like, that's the fiber of that guy.
Yeah.
It's just
Good guy to have on your side.
yeah.
Next song is about the Rocket Richard. I don't care. I know it's Canadians hockey, but fuck you all. The Rocket was the greatest man in the world.
If you don't like the Rocket, I will fight whoever you are. after
Somebody
the
name
show.
his number right now, and I swear to God we'll stop.
That's no joke.
We were doing like songs that we had done like
A million times before perfectly.
and he was in Motorama, and I'm like looking back at him, it's like, "You're not in Motorama right now." He's like, "Oh my god." But I love him.
Hey, so